Hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here with Rhalgr after the terrible battle at Rhalgr's Breach. See to the wounded, Laura. If they live, help them. If not, move on. It's harsh, but very true. So yeah, let's go help the wounded. And Meffred is here. Meffred lies motionless, having breathed his last, clenched in his fist as a small charm, which he take for safekeeping. It was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. Oh, that's sad, man. Okay, let's go to Conrad. Is I here with Conrad? And can I just say, like, didn't Raban say we should help the wounded? Like, why are Krile and Elfino just standing around here? I mean, aren't they healers? You know, shouldn't they actually do that stuff? Manago, Meffred, where are you? Well... this is a charm. He's dead, isn't he? Yeah. Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 moms, so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men and Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him, not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be leader, the kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. He's a leader. There's no logic to it, Master Camp, there never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can but do our best as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed. But because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him as well. Well, he's not a main character, so you know. Bereft of heart and home. Hearth and home. I don't know. Our defeat was no near thing, it was total humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure. As Alfino said, it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rhalgr's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castrum Orients will need to be taken by chocobo carriage. Agreed. Good. I shall oversee preparations for the carriages. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. Can let me get some stuff? Oh. Guess I just have to talk to someone. Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. Okay, let me get some stuff. Yeah, I collected some medicine, or medical supplies, I guess. Private Arda, Marshal Tarpian said you might have something for me. Yes. 12 be praised. This should put the drivers' hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. Well, well. Ishtala and the others are safely strapped in. Don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Krile. Isn't she gonna look after everyone? I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Guardians try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish, then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Custom Orients. Conrad. Divide and conquer. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that, but the fact remains, our forces were decimated. In this state, we'll not be mounting an assault on Castellum, Veladina, or anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects. But first, we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards, I'll join you all at Custom Orients. Understood. We will go and speak with General Alden. Alright, let's talk to Rob. Right, we're here with Raban. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the region and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specula Imperatoris. After quitting this place, it would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all, not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy, you don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor the place to think on it. I will leave a token force to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Custom Orients. We can discuss our path forward there. Alright, let's go there. Alright, we're here with Lise. Kral is with Yastola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kral says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? Yeah. I saw it happen when that Skull Commander cut down Mefred, a single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Guardian who did it, it was an Alamigan. Dun dun dun. God's help me if I ever... No, not now. Not while the general's waiting. And this is all so personal for her. Oh, Lise. That's the thing, like, she can't think straight. It's just my personal vengeance, my personal stuff that I want to do. I mean, obviously this is personal, but, you know, like you...
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
No, I just feel like when you want to be in something like this, like, you need to be, like, you know, you need to be rationally thinking and, like, stay cool-headed. Not just be, like, you know, having a temper and everything. It's such a bad thing. Like, obviously I get it, but it's like, that's not helpful. Just rushing into things.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye,
Exactly.
just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Mefred with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
No, it's not.
Master Kemp, please.
And it was all for nothing.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
I mean, there weren't that many anyways, no?
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamigan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors. But they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
See, that's the thing. I always hate that when they're like, ugh, it's our blood. It's like, so what? If they're evil, you know? I mean, like, if you have a cousin that, like, always beats you up or something like this, I mean, are you still gonna like him just because it's your cousin, you know? It's dumb.
Then what was it all for?
Naga.
Exactly.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Wait for the orphans
Listen
to grow
to
up.
the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
Exactly.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
Wait, once again, didn't Yugiri and Kosetsu say they would join us? Where are they?
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. God help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Speak for yourself. I wasn't humiliated.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly.
And that's the thing, like, you know, for primals and stuff, I needed 8 Warriors of Light. No? So... now it was literally just me without a
As a
healer or
matter of
anything.
fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varus's heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
Good question. We fight and we fight and we keep on fighting until we win. We take the fight to Doma. I have a feeling you're about to tell us. That's something that I would really say. Yeah, that's actually what I would say.
Well, to put it simply, we have one legatus overseeing 2 provinces a world apart. I say we divide and conquer. We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on 2 fronts.
Good thing. You know, also when someone says, oh, you know what? I always say no, but I feel like you're gonna tell me. You know, it's like, I don't know. I also say it, but whenever someone says, you know what? It's like, you know, how am I supposed to know what you mean, even if I do know?
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised, and I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild, and when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
Let's go.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Okay. Is anyone else annoyed by these? No, just
Give
me.
us the time
okay.
we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
Doma. Wait, that's where Yugiri is from, right? Yeah, they're the Domans. Domans. I don't know. It goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government here or anywhere else. And I'm quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes from whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Okay. Lies, damn lies, and pirates. Arr. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. Can we stop talking about your grandfather all the time? But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Offord is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I'm one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone would need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended. Leave Kryl here. Exactly. Then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Elfino, it would have been quicker just to ask and markedly less patronizing. Exactly. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and to provide support to Ironwald and the others? Yes, Elfino, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return with a gift. Okay. I would not dream of it. Right then, Sister Laura Elise, gather your things. We are for Limsa Lominsa. Limsa? Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go to Limsa. Let's go travel. Alright, we're here. I don't know why they have to hide in a corner like this. Hataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all, as Moreover blending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet. Not exactly, you're right. Inasmuch as we will be traveling by sea, regrettably it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves. To say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms? Kraken? The Kraken's Arms. Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Why not? Greetings and salutations, Sans. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, I am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the officers of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. I guess that's why we were hiding in a corner. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Well. An intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Can you just stop? Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risks in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Yeah, I'm struggling really hard today. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has to come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives and will pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Yeah, he is probably from Ishgard, no? Truly a tragedy for the ages and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugane and Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Suddenly all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Nights seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more likely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Uriage on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Lura and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed. Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Lura. Sounds like a plan indeed. Let's go to Revenant's. Right, we're here with Lise. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around at the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it. Okay, I think I'll give you guys a little summary of what's happening. Okay, so what I gathered is it was a beautiful country until the Guardians came. That's pretty much it. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting. The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Orcians can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians, but anyway. Did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Wow, what you learned sounds a lot more useful, unless someone invites us for dinner, of course, I hope they do. It's actually not. Not without incident. Oh, that sounds amazing. Right, no point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Avno said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Well, let's go to Limsa. Okay, so let's go. Your return, Lura. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. Not really. I'm eager to hear all, though that can wait until we have left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. I'm so ready. All set, lass. I'll see you to the ship if so. Or the misery? I hope not. That's a cool ship though.
XII be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Wait, is he coming with?
Urianger! Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import.
Oh.
Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
Can we have like link shells or something like that?
Ugh. A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Ooh, a sword. That's cool.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
No.
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
Understandable.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
She better not start shit with the pirates. Ooh.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Uh-oh.
Is it supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Captain! You're needed on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Siren.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
That is very eerie. Very spooky. No, not you. No, him. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No, as the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire out the ceruleum engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them, things the lads saw. I mean, that's the thing, like, they're the pros, right? So, I mean, they probably know what to do. I mean, it's not like NSA, it's like, oh my gosh, I have this amazing idea that you will never think of. Things, I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive and adjective, for example. Cebu superstitions and fairy tales, not more, but if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse. To let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. I mean, I have to deal with whatever we find there, probably. What a thoroughly programmatic suggestion. Oh, I'm beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. Or the other way around. Oh my gosh, a dungeon. Well, I guess we're gonna do that dungeon in the next part because it's already quite a while, and yeah, so I will enter the Siren Song Sea in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, please leave a like if you like what you see. Obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day, and yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye bye.